Hi everybody, it's Sandra. I know it's been a hot minute since I put a video on my channel here, but I'm going to put another video on here about spoon bending because I want to go into the in-depth explanation as to why it works. Okay, there's lots of videos out there about spoon bending. They're all great. If you watch them and they work for you, that's wonderful. But I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth as to why they work. Okay. So let us begin to set the stage of how intention works and just how powerful it can be no matter what you focus on. If you're like me, I like to see the whole picture of how something works before breaking it down into the details. The definition of intention is to have in mind a purpose or a plan. To direct the mind, to aim it. So having no attention is like driving your car with no destination in mind. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be driving aimlessly around without a purpose, a meaningful intention as to where you're going, right? So it is stated that with meaningful intention, all the forces of the universe can align to make even the most impossible possible. With your strong focused intention, like a laser beam, you can create anything that you want in your life. Now, it may not happen right away, but keeping that focused intention, like a laser beam, will draw your desires from the universe into your life. Now, if you understand the law of attraction, then you know that the power of intention and focus is a major point in understanding how the law of attraction works. There are many definitions and descriptions for what the law of attraction means. Now, I'm going to take you back a little bit. Many of you may not even have heard of what they used to call the sleeping prophet, Edgar Cayce. And he stated that mind is the builder and thoughts are things. Albert Einstein stated, your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. Think about that. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attraction. So even in your imaginations, kind of what you're daydreaming about, if you keep focusing on that and putting that intention into that, whatever that is, more than likely a portion of that will be drawn into your life. Scientists, and in their quest to seek answers through experiments and data, have discovered a whole new realm of physics, and I'm sure you've heard of it. Quantum physics. It's the big buzz these days. Quantum physics is all about finding data in experiments on a very small scale with electrons, photons, quarks, and neutrinos. Yeah, that's another one. Instead of neutrons, it's neutrinos. Means it's smaller. Quantum phenomenon is all around us, acting on every scale that we don't perceive. This realization came from a fundamental quantum mechanics experiment called the double slit experiment. I won't go into it, but the outcome of this experiment brought about the theory of nothing is real unless it's observed. Quantum mechanics suggests that reality is uncertain and doesn't exist in a definitive state without observation. And that observation inevitably alters reality. So in simpler terms, this means the very act of observation brings reality into existence, or with the observation, actually changing reality, right? You perceive things differently. You observe it differently. It's going to change reality. There is an article in the American Association for the Advancement of Science published back in July 16th of 2012, titled Quantum Mechanics and the Consciousness Connection by Susan Borowski. In this article, she writes, Max Planck, the father of quantum mechanics, believed in the metaphysical. Planck said, I regard matter as derived from consciousness. Susan also writes in this article, many who believe that consciousness creates and manipulates matter believe that the law of attraction can be explained by quantum mechanics. And the crux of the law of attraction is that whatever a person focuses on will be brought into that person's existence, because the thought becomes directed energy, which attracts those things upon the mind that is focused. If a person focuses on the negative in life, of course, more negative will come. If a person focuses on the positive, more positive experiences will come. So in short, really, what you think about is what you're going to bring about, right? Now, I want us to focus on what Max Planck said. Now, this is very important, so stay with me here, okay? He said, I regard matter as derived from consciousness. So he is saying that all physical matter has come from consciousness. The consciousness that is comprised of thoughts and intentions. So let's focus a little bit on what physical matter is and how consciousness, or more precisely stated, focused thoughts and intention can and does manipulate physical matter. But what is physical matter? Well, physical matter is nothing more than energy. We need to understand that fact, that our world and everything in it is pure energy. Energy is always vibrating in varying degrees of frequencies. What we perceived as matter is really just energy vibrating slow enough for us to perceive it as a mass of physical matter. Whatever you perceive as solid matter is really energy vibrating at a slower frequency so that our physical senses can take note of it, such as a table, a chair, and a spoon. Albert Einstein, the famous physicist, has said, energy cannot be created, it's already there, or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. So while it may look like energy is being created, it really is just being transformed into another form of energy. Concerning matter, he said, we've been all wrong. What we have called matter is energy, whose vibration has been so lowered as to be perceptible to the senses. There is no matter. Pretty freaky, huh? So, spoon bending, well, what exactly is spoon bending? Let's go into that a little bit, okay? Spoon bending is the process of focused intention to temporarily change the properties or energies of the metal of a spoon so it is easier to bend. This isn't a magic trick. It actually works. With concentration and focus, you can bend a spoon in a way that you cannot do with strength alone. You can actually prove it to yourself by trying to unbend the spoon after you've bent it, and you'll see that it takes more strength to unbend it than it took to bend it. And in some cases, it's almost impossible to unbend it because the spoon has become so rigid. Once you have bent your spoon, you'll realize it's not a hoax. Your mind changes the structure of the molecules in the metal of the spoon so that it bends more easily in more intricate ways that is possible by muscling it. Okay? We don't want to muscle the spoon. I'm sure there's, brute strength guys out there and gals out there who can just take a spoon and go. That's not what we're doing here. That's not the focus of what we're doing here. If the mental focus of intention on the spoon to bend it is effective, then you will actually feel how different the metal of the spoon feels to you as you bend it. When you tune into the metal of the spoon and you aim your focused intentional thought to make this metal become softer, more malleable. You will feel how softer and more pliable the spoon becomes. When you feel the metal kind of just giving away or becoming softer underneath your hands, that's when you can bend or twist the spoon very easily and very quickly, as this moment to bend it lasts just for a few seconds, okay? Then it's like the spoon starts to stiffen up. This focused intention to change the properties of physical matter, scientists call psychokinesis. Psychokinesis, also called telekinesis in parapsychology, is the action of mind on matter, in which objects are caused to move or be changed because of mental concentration upon them. So the newest term now these days is quantum spoon bending. Okay, not just spoon bending, but quantum spoon bending. So that's what we're going to do, quantum spoon bending. It's not just about bending spoons or forks. It's about the change in material reality as demonstrated by the bent spoons and forks. It's a clear proof that your physical reality can be changed by applying an intentional thought that has the energy to manipulate the physical properties of the metal. Okay, so enough about the science behind spoon bending. Let's get bending with our spoons and forks. So I hope you have in front of you a spoon or a fork. Maybe you're an expert at this. And if you have a fork, then try to bend the tines, the little end pieces. Bend those as well. So no matter what happens in the next few minutes, the goal here is to have some fun, okay? You are experimenting and discovering something new about yourself. Yeah, you are. Okay, so no pressure on bending anything, because sometimes the process takes a little bit longer for some people. So don't get discouraged, because everyone can do this, and you can always come back to this video and work on your spoon bending. And then before too long, you're going to be bending spoons right and left. When you get to the part of when you ask the spoon, yes, you will be asking the spoon to give you the intuitive knowing. It's just kind of that feeling, right? Intuitive knowing of when to bend it. Be sure you're holding the spoon with both hands like this, okay? It just gives you, we're not gonna hold it like this and rub it and expect the spoon to bend that way. We're not gonna do that. That's not what we're doing here. We're just going to feel the spoon as it becomes more pliable, more malleable, and then when you feel that, then you just go ahead and bend it. Just go ahead and bend it. So I'm gonna be trying to give you at least 2 techniques here, okay? And these techniques you can use on your own as you continue to have fun with spoon bending. But I highly suggest, that you first go to a thrift store, right? And you buy some spoons, because you don't want to get hooked on spoon bending and using your own personal utensils, because before too long, you're not going to have any utensils. All right, so here we go. So we're going to do this first technique with a meditation. So get comfortable, feet flat on the floor. Go ahead and hold your spoon and just leave it in your lap, okay? Just leave it in your lap. So get relaxed and close your eyes, all right? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose, expanding your diaphragm, and hold this breath as comfortably as you can for 3 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. Inhale through your nose and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and exhale out your mouth. Nice. Now, as you breathe, your breath allows your body and mind to surrender to a wonderful feeling of relaxation. And I want you to imagine a beautiful white light coming down to rest upon the top of your head from the universe, full of love and peace. And feel this white light of love on top of your head. Allow this white light to begin to swirl around the top of your head. Allow this white light to begin to swirl around, down towards your forehead, around your nose and cheeks, relaxing your facial muscles and allowing your jaw to release and relax. Don't clench that jaw, just release it and relax. Allow this white light to continue to swirl downwards over your chest and resting into your heart chakra. Take a few moments to allow your heart chakra to feel this wonderful, loving sensation, kind of like a bear hug from the universe. Feel the warmth it gives you deep in your heart. As you breathe and inhale and exhale, allow this white light of love to expand larger within you. Allow it to get bigger and brighter and encompass your whole body. When this white light has grown stronger and larger, allow this white light to flow through your arms like a fast-moving vibration, tingling down to your hands and fingertips, into the wonderful spoon you hold in your hands. Feel this loving vibration penetrating your hands and spoon. Feel the strong vibration radiating back and forth as the current of energy flows from one hand through the spoon, back over to the other hand, and back through the spoon to the other hand. Feel that pulsating energy going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, now open your eyes, but stay focused on my voice. Stay relaxed. As you hold your spoon, okay, hold your spoon, you have made an energetic connection with it. Continue to hold the spoon in a frequency of love and light that is vibrating faster now with your own bodily current of electricity. As you are holding your spoon, I want you to see in your mind's eye how the metal is expanding. Okay, the metal is expanding, creating the spoon to be very malleable, soft, wanting to move like silly putty. Okay? And I want you to silently talk to your spoon within your mind and saying to it, you are becoming softer. You are becoming malleable, like silly putty. You are like ice cream melting on a hot summer's day, just melting. And I will be bending you. Now, when you feel intuitively that the spoon is ready to be bent, go ahead and give it a go. Now, if you feel any resistance whatsoever, stop. Don't continue. We're not muscling this, okay? Stop as the spoon is not ready. Take a few moments and let it all go. Because sometimes you need what they call an incubation period. Your intention is still there, working on the metal of the spoon, but it needs some time to penetrate the metal of the spoon. So stop giving the intention and allow a few seconds to go by, and then try again. Okay? So here we go. And I'm going to try this myself. And I'm waiting for that intuitive knowing of when the spoon is ready to be bent. And when you think you feel it, go ahead and try it. Nope, not ready yet for me. It feels pretty stiff. Now this may not work for me because I've been focusing on talking to you. will feel soft like silly putty. Ah, there it goes. There it goes. Let's see if I can twist it a little bit. Because it's, because it's already, yeah, it's, I should have waited a little bit longer because I could feel it starting to stiffen up. But there we go. There's my spoon. And if it's really, really soft that I have felt before, then you can actually, as you start to bend it, you can twist it and twist it around and around and around. I don't have a spoon to show that, unfortunately. Darn it. But I will put a picture in the video of my spoon that I've twisted around and around and around. So here's my spoon. And I hope you have bent your spoon. All right, so the second technique is talking out loud to use the energy of your voice and body to affect the metal properties of your spoon. All right, so again, get comfortable with your body. Be sure your legs are uncrossed because we want the electrical current of your body's energy flowing freely through your body, okay? Take a deep breath again and relax the body. Put the spoon or fork in your lap for a few seconds as you take your hands, take your hands, and you're going to clap them together, rubbing them back and forth for a few seconds to stimulate the chakra points in your hands to rev up the energy within you. Okay, like this. Okay, and your hands will feel some tingling with energy. Okay, yes, that will happen. Take the fork or spoon into your hands and speak loudly to it. All right? You're going to say to your spoon, you are becoming softer. You are becoming more pliable like silly putty, and you will bend. Give it a few moments. And when it feels like the metal of this fork is ready to be bent, give it a go. Try to bend the tines of the fork if you're working with a fork. I hope a lot of you have bent your spoon or your fork in this manner. It's a little bit faster than the meditation, but maybe after a couple times you've done the meditation, you can then move on to this quicker method, okay? All right. So if you haven't bent your spoon during this video, that's okay. Just continue to work on it. Go back over the parts that you're not quite sure about. Go over the meditation if that seems to help. Do that again. All right. Also, what you can do is a part of the second technique, as you're talking to the spoon, you'll actually, kind of with an excited voice, okay? Excitement in your voice, you're going to say to the spoon, bend, 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 okay? Get excited about it. Get some energy going. That will help you put that intention into the metal of that spoon, okay? So that's another thing that you can try to do. So in conclusion, spoon bending teaches people how powerful their intentions can be in actively participating in changing your reality. Meaningful intentions are also used in quantum healing techniques, okay? You hear about people who the laying of the hands or just putting their hands over somebody creates a beautiful feeling, and healing begins to start taking place. Now, the power of the human touch is tremendous. There's a study, and I can't remember, and I should have looked it up first before I started doing this, darn it. There is a study, I think in Russia, long time ago, where there were homes in which, you know, babies were placed because the parents weren't there, and I can't remember why the parents weren't there. But the foster home had so many babies, they couldn't possibly pick them up and hold them and give them a bottle, right? Or give them attention. So what they had to do was that they had to prop the baby up and prop the bottle up to feed them. And they pretty much stopped holding on to the babies, okay? And even though the babies were getting all the nutrition that they needed, they weren't getting the human touch and the emotion and support that they needed to thrive. And many babies perished. That's how important the human touch is. And touch and energy. Okay? So think about that. You might want to try to look up that research. I can't remember. Maybe it was an actual on-purpose experiment that they were doing. I don't remember. So I do apologize for that. If you look it up, let me know in the comments below. But that's it for this video. I hope you got your spoon bent, and let me know how it's going, okay? Until next time, have a great, blessed day, and may the love and light be with you always in your heart. Okay, bye.